Yo, come on everybody, welcome to another episode. It is me, your host, BeBall Jones. Right over there, Nelson. Nelson Hanson. What's up, bro? You good?
I'm good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm great, man. I can't complain at all. You feel me? So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, man. NBA season is upon us, man. You know, we winding down. It's about that time the NBA season comes back in, man. And this is about to be year number 20 for LeBron James.
Man, that's insane, actually.
It's crazy, man. So, like, we had an episode before where we talked about, you know, a lot of guys that we grew up watching and our generational hoopers and NBA players that we grew up on. And we kind of just fanned out for a minute, man. So now we kind of just, you know, we reminisce when we look back and look kind of current, but now we're about to look current and look forward, moving forward. So let's go to this next generation of guys, man. So, you know, for you talked about how, you know, you're a KG fan, and we know currently you're a Giannis fan. We talked about how I was a D-Wade and Kobe guy growing up, and, you know, Damon Westbrook kind of like my next guys, but like, the league has a lot of nice young talent coming in. You know, we talked about this with the playoff talk too, man. So, who are some of the guys that you are looking at, the younger generation? Not necessarily the Giannis's and the Jokers and the Joel Embiid's, not that class, but like the one right after them is coming up next. So, who are some of the guys that you're looking at that you're just like, I like this guy. I like something about him. Something about him special. I really like this guy.
Ooh, so a guy might surprise a couple people, but I'm a big, and you know, so I tend to gravitate towards the bigs, honestly, or like the guys who play the biggest, you know, bigs kind of obsolete word kind of nowadays. Like he's a tall player, you know. But one guy that I didn't like since college was Jared Jackson Jr. Like. Because I see some of my game in Jared Jackson Jr. Like I feel like I can be Jared Jackson-esque. That makes sense, you know, because he always been a shot blocker. He always been a solid defender. He's developing a jump shot. Like he's developed a solid jump shot. You know, you got to play him now, got to guard him, and you know he just solid all around. You know, and he's been that way since college. And so I remember watching. Now it's crazy because now I can't remember what college he actually went to. I want to say he was at. It wasn't Duke or Kentucky or nothing like that. I have to remember what school he actually went to. Like we gotta look that up real quick because I remember watching him in college, but I can't tell you where he went to school at. But he always been like I always looked at him like, man, like I have a very similar game.
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Yes, I watched them play in the NCAA tournament and all. I like his game just reminds me a little bit of myself and like where I want to be a little bit. So Jared Jackson Jr. always been somebody that I enjoy watching when you talk about younger guys. And who is somebody else? I would also say Ja. I mean, they teammates, so like it's just fun watching the Grizzlies in general. But yeah. I would say Ja Morant just because the pure excitement of Ja Morant. Like Ja can do anything exciting. Ja can get a big block. He could dunk. He could like get a fancy pass and an assist. He might cross somebody, make a good move, lay it. Like he could do a lot of things that's just like wow. Like did that just happen? Mm-hmm. Like. I feel like the excitement factor of Ja Morant is cool too. So them two guys that like when you talk about younger guys, I'm watching Grizzlies games. Like when Grizzlies games come on, I'm on it. Like I'm with it. But what you think, bro? Who are some young guys you be looking at?
Yeah, I was gonna say Ja probably like my guy to be like I said before, it's Damon Westbrook right now, but like you know you got to pick around that corner like who's next because both of them in their 30s is one like. We know how athletic guards get when them 30 start knocking like 30, 31, 32, 33, and you know it ain't too kind after the 30s. So I'm peeking around the corner looking at guys, so I kind of liking them. And Ja's one of those guys, like you said, he does a little bit of everything, man. And I think what makes him a little bit different from most athletic guards is the fact that he's really pass first. Like he's really about the teammates and stuff. Like most athletic guards have the thought of being selfish and they only score. You know what I mean? All they do is score. But yeah, he'll drop a little 30, 40 ball, but he gonna just give you 8 assists too. You know, and it's not like some players get 8 assists and it's like, oh, he got 8 assists. Okay, cool. Ja 8 assists is like, oh snap, he gave you a top 10 highlight for half of them. You know, so so that's why I like him, man. Like he's a walking highlight, man, on both ends of the floor. So
man,
he different, bro. Like it's his it factor is different. You feel me? Like I don't know if we had the conversation on air or not, but I said he's kind of like the modern day AI. He fits that AI mode as far as just like not his play style, obviously, but like his attitude, how he carries himself, and it's just like he don't care. He's just gonna be real. He's gonna be him. Like who Ja is off the court, it was just getting on the court. It's the same person. So I like that about him, man. So that's one guy I really like. Of course, I gotta look at my boys, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and I Celtics guys. Like I gotta throw them in there, man. People want to break them up so bad, so I'm glad the higher ups said, "Nah, we'll keep them together, man." So those are two guys I love to watch, man. I don't think Jaylen Brown gets enough credit. He started to, but I don't think he gets enough credit for how much he balls out, man. So those are my dudes, man. I really like them, but it's a lot of guys I like, man. But those are probably just the first few that I have to mention. Being a Celtics fan, those are my guys, and Tatum is ridiculous, man. He might get an MVP next few years. So those are probably mainly a few guys that I'm looking at kind of regularly right now, man. So that's the next generation for me.
Man, solid guys though. Like, so you threw up Tatum and Brown. They just got out the finals. They 25, 23, like something like that. I think Jaylen Brown a little bit younger than Tatum, so like they just got out the finals. You know, it's crazy. Like the guards are changing at this point in time. You know.
Yeah, man. Like, I think that the game overall is kind of changing too. You know, because we had this conversation a little bit before we got on. It's like you kind of just mentioned how the name Big is being obsolete, and it's like you can't really call anybody a certain position anymore because usually a point guard was when we were going to a point guard was like the Steve Nash, the John Stockton, where we would talk to run the offense and feed everybody the ball. Generation before me was like feed the big the ball and kick it back out, then you get your shot. But we grew up off of feed everybody the ball. No matter who it was. Just get the ball running, push it, get it there. Then I think my generation plus a little bit after us, we kind of was like, oh, we can get buckets too. So y'all catch y'all when y'all catch y'all. I don't care about that. So like Kobe to catch it off the rim. Like,
boy, you better get in where you fit in.
Hey, you better catch it out the net, but that's all you got to worry about, man. So, but now it's just like, you grow up seeing Shaq push the ball to the floor, and it's like, oh, now you see the Marcus Cousin. We saw the Marcus Cousin push up the floor, and after him, it got crazy. Now you see Joker doing it. You see your boy Giannis doing it. Joel Embiid. Everybody's running all the fives are running the point guard now. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, what? So now it's just like everybody's blended a little bit of this. It's like this player plays a little bit 3, 4, 5, and this player plays 2, 3, 4, and this player plays 1, 2. And it's like it's weird, man. But I think today's game is it has a lot less boundaries on it, and it's so more fluid and it's more open and it's more like less structured in a good way, to where it's just like you can't put me in a box of what to do and how to do certain things. I think that's the beautiful part of today's game that I like and enjoy watching.
No, yeah, I definitely enjoy the skill level of today, like how all 5 guys can do something with the ball and stuff. It's fast paced. It makes for entertaining basketball. So I enjoy that part of it too. But I can't lie though, it is weird, like you said, like it's almost strange, like especially like when the strangest part about it when like the Nuggets will take the ball out. Somebody like the other team just scored, they'll take the ball out and give the ball to Joker. Let them take the ball up the court. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Where is the guard? Where is the point guard? Like that would be throwing me for a loop. Now, you get a board, you get a long rebound or something, maybe. That's fine. Like, hey, push it, hey. Because, I do that from time to time, and I ain't no great ball handler or nothing. I just tell I know I'm going to say that, though. Like, I don't do that all game. These guys doing it all game. Like, hey, I got the board. Let's go. Run. Push it.
Yep.
But we all remember Draymond Green and the Warriors. He got that board in crunch time, and KD was right there. Like, hey, give me the ball, bro. I'm right here. Draymond pushing it. Like, nah, fill the lane. He turned that thing over, but hey, they trust Draymond to do that, though. They trust him to make the right decision. But that is different to me because, like, I didn't grow up with that. So,
yeah.
Now it's like a normal thing. Like, you got to be able to handle the ball. You got to be able to shoot the ball. Like, if you can't, they giving that job to somebody else. Unless you just some kind of elite defender or something and you dunk everything, then you still good. But, like, if you ain't doing that, you better be able to handle the ball. You better be able to make a three standing still wide open.
Yeah.
So, the game has just changed, man. But it's definitely more entertaining and definitely, like, more skillful now than it has been in the past. And that's cool, though. I'm good with that. Like, I'm good with that. The direction the game is going, in all honesty.
Yeah. I think that some of the old heads might complain about how they don't play defense. So we already had a conversation, so we're not gonna go down that whole thing again. But I do feel like, sometimes I do miss a little good defense. You know what I mean? Like, I miss seeing a good just lockdown. I think the Heat Celtics series of what we felt like we were supposed to get is going to be like a little old school. Not necessarily old. It's old school for us because it's what we grew up watching a little bit. But I think for the younger generation, they're just like, what is this? Like, why are we watching 1980s Detroit Pistons basketball? But it's like, no, bro, this is high level defensive basketball. But we missed out on that. We probably had like 1 or 2 games of actual good defense, man. But it's whatever. But I do miss seeing like some good team defense where it's more of like, I mean, it's good defense now, but it's just different because it's so spread out and you can't it's not as I don't know how I can't explain it right now. I should give it more thought, but like it's a little different. Like it's a good defense because you got to rotate a lot more, so it's a lot more scrambling, a lot more wild pace. But like we grew up watching to where it's like you understood certain concepts and it was a lot easier to do. But now because the offense is so spread out, it's almost like now you have to praise good defense even more because it's harder to play good defense. Like the rules are designed for you to not play good defense. So now when a team is playing great defense, it's almost like it's trumping anything defense was doing before because it's just like, man, you shooting from half court, bro. How am I defend that? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I can't, and you can cross over and cuff the ball and you can send the lane, you can do this, you can do that. But it's like, I don't play good defense on you. So now when somebody plays great defense, hey, you won, bro, because I can't do nothing with you. So I think that's what I kind of miss about it now because it's a little different. So now when we see great defense, a little bit, we should celebrate a little bit more rather than just kind of like complaining, being like, well, we should see more of that, man, shut up, bro. Except the fact that it's not going to be like that no more. And just embrace what we do have it. So that's kind of where I stand with that, man. But I do kind of saw a little bit more, defensive games, a little bit more defensive, presentations when we watch the game. But I'm not complaining, but it's just a little, the old head and me kind of just reminisce about the back in the day stuff.
Nah, I feel it. Hey, I'm a defensive guy, as you know. That defensive player of the year. Wait, there. That defensive player of the year trophy right there. Like, I'm a defensive guy, and I enjoy seeing good defense. Like, you can ask coach, you ask my coaches, my teammates. I get hype on defense just like offense. If we rotate, if we pointing, talking, locking stuff up, people can't get in the paint. Messing their offense up, they can't run it. I'm hyped. Like, we locking something up. Let's go. Like, I'm hyped for that. So I love to see great defense too. So I'm the same way. I do wish we saw more of it. But the Heat and Celtics series, like you just said, I definitely thought it was gonna be more of a battle. So we did get a couple games in there, but they had so many times they taking turns blowing each other out. It just it took some other way. But
yeah.
But I saw a lot of the Heat games in the playoffs and overall the entire playoffs. They were locking something up. Like it was a lot of like plays where like you said, it's a lot more scrambles and stuff now because of the spacing of the game. You got guys that don't do nothing but sit corner. And so that guy got to help. And then somebody got to rotate out and then scramble and rotate to his man. And we just moving. But the Heat are good at it. And then they good on ball defenders. So it makes for great defense to watch. So I did enjoy them a lot of games. Same thing for the Celtics. A lot of times when they did like lock in and sit down and guard, it seemed like they pick and choose the times that they did it.
Yep.
But yeah, I swear it's like they pick and choose. Like, oh, we need to stop. Like they sit down. Like it's weird. But I do kind of miss them days. But at the same time, like you said, you gotta accept the fact that it ain't gonna be that way no more. Now it's only a handful of great defenders in the league. So, but them guys is valuable at the same time. We just seen Pat Bell just get his little contract in. He's still relevant in the league. Marcus Smart, defensive player of the year, man, still relevant. We still talk about Kawhi Leonard. We still talking about what's his name? The other little guard similar to Pat Bell, but not Pat Bell. We won't worry about it. There's guys in the league that lock up on D. Yeah, Rudy Gobert still in the league.
You can't forget Drew. That's my guy. Drew Holiday, my guy. I love Drew.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Drew. Guys like that still have a place in the league. So, like you said, you got to appreciate them guys either way. Like, hey, they still do it. It's still guys in the league that play D, but it's just not going to be that way no more.
Yeah. So, I'm slowly learning to, embrace the current way of things are and just not let go of what I grew up watching, what I used to have, but, just accepting more of what the new is and just, going with the new wave of stuff, man. So, interesting talk that I do want to have with you, man, is, like I said before, LeBron is in year 20. He keeps saying he wants to keep playing until he can play with his boys. And I saw something, I think last week where he said he wanted to play with both of his sons. And I'm like, all right, Brian, you stretch that thing out from like 2 years to like a good 4. Like,
what we doing here, man? You pressing it now.
So I'm like, now I'm not saying you can't play, but because I'm pretty sure if you want to sign a 4-year deal, there's plenty of teams that will take that deal in a heartbeat. But at the same time, man, it's just like, yeah, I don't know, Brian. Like you better play this last season. So I'm just, me in my mind, I'm taking it year by year at this point. So I'm just like, year 20. All right, let's see what LeBron had this year. So, with that being said, man, it's ticking down of LeBron James era and the Steph Currys and the KDs, Kawhis, and all them gone. Do you see anybody that's possible being a face of the league? Is there a potential guy that you see is just like you say it all the time, and the basketball guys always give us the right person at the right time. I think this is the one time where it's looking a little shaky, bro. I don't know, man. So do you see anybody that the basketball guys is just like LeBron James? Who is this for you? Who do you see this being right here?
As much as I would love to just come out with a definitive answer, like you said, because the basketball guys, I do feel like the basketball guys do deliver that. I deliver that oftentimes. Like we just seen it. It was, they started the league. It was, Bill Russell and Wilt and them, and then they transitioned to Kareem and Dr. J, and it was Kareem for a while. Magic Johnson came into the league with Kareem. Kareem was on the backslide. Magic came up. It was Magic and Bird. And then as Magic and Bird was declining, Michael Jordan came up. As Michael Jordan was declining, we saw Shaq and Kobe come up. And then it was Kobe for a while. And then we saw LeBron come in there in Kobe's time. And as Kobe was on decline, LeBron was on his way up. He started winning his rings. It's always happened. And so we might not be able to see it right now. But if I had to guess with some of the guys we got in the league now, of course I got to throw my boy Giannis in there. He numero uno to me. Like, I feel like Giannis could definitely be the face of the league. The only thing I really holding him back is the fact that he's a foreign player. Like, he's foreign. And so, therefore, a lot of people don't know a lot about him. I heard Emmanuel Acho that's on Fox Sports. He said he was like the thing that makes LeBron good face of the league is I feel like I know LeBron. I know LeBron. I know where he's from. I know what high school he went to. I know his mama name. I know his kids' name. I know his wife's name. And it's like, yeah, I do. I do know all of those things. And they said, where is Giannis from? Greece. All right, what city in Greece? Greece. All right, what's his mom's name? What's his girlfriend name? What's his kid's name? Greece. That's all we know.
It's Miss Greek Freak and Baby Greek Freak.
That's Baby Greek Freak. Come on, man. Like we just don't know a whole lot about him outside of what we see and what he done told us. And he has a little a movie out now about his come up and like his brothers and family and stuff on Disney Plus. I myself haven't even watched that yet. I want to, but I'm one of his biggest fans. I ain't watched it yet, so I can't say nothing. But we just don't know a whole lot about him as a person and his past and stuff like that. So that kind of holds him back. And then right behind Giannis, who else could possibly be it? I probably have to say Luka. And it's the same thing with Luka. It's like he not from America, so it's kind of the same issue. And then after Luka, we really wanted to believe it was gonna be Zion. We wanted it to be Zion. The league wanted it to be Zion. Like, it was obvious. We wanted it to be Zion because it's like Zion got the everything. He got what LeBron got, that it factor. Strong, fast, athletic, could do like crazy stuff, could do anything, It's just going to take some development for him. But then he get in the league and he can't stay healthy. So now it's like, is it going to be Zion? Like, can we trust Zion to be the face? So you never, it's up in the air right now. But Giannis got to be number one for me if I had to put it in order. So, what about you though? Who is the next man up to be the face of the league in your opinion?
Yeah, I think I have to agree in that order too. And I think everything you said is exactly what I was about to say. Like, it's like in my mind, there's a perfect equation for the face of the league. And I think there's nobody. I'm gonna say this first. Nobody is just like you said. It's nobody that I strongly just be like, "Ooh, it could be him," because nobody fits the perfect equation. Which is why it's a big question mark when we look at this. So, like, of course, there has to be a level of marketability to you. You have to be able to be marketable, basically. Mm-hmm. All three guys fit that criteria. Like, people like Giannis. Giannis has a certain personality to him. His game is marketable enough to where you can do something with that in commercials and stuff, whatever, moving forward. Luka has that. We like him. He has a certain charm to him. He's a little smooth operator. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he has certain it to him. They just like, man, I like Luka. Like, even if you can't stand him, you gotta like him, respect him a little bit. So he has that. Zion has a great energy. He's very optimistic and positive. He almost like a kid on the inside. And Giannis has that too, with like a kid, and it's like a big lovable factor to him that you just can't, you know what I mean? You can't fake it, you can't replicate it. It's just like that smile, just like I was having a bad day. Then he often say he just had a bad day. He smiled at me. I'm just like, you brighten up my day, Zion. Thank you. He has that thing about him to where it's just like he has that. So then game wise, he's a walking highlight. There's no need to go down that rabbit hole. We already know how that goes.
Right.
You have to be a winner. Like, we can't promote losers. That's obvious. Like, so Giannis is the only winner that we have. He's won a ring, MVPs, all these awards. The other two, you got none of that, bro. So that's what it kind of cuts you out at. And then lastly, like you said, that's missing with Giannis and Luka. We have to have a certain connection to the guys. And there's this certain off the court connection that we have to build with you. And we can't connect with somebody that's, from Greece, somebody that's from Slovenia. That's hard to connect with. Yeah, you're black, Giannis, and that's cool, but I can't relate to that. Yeah, Luka might be a Caucasian white guy, however he's labeled, but you're not really that relatable to the guys here. It's a disconnect. And so Zion, yeah, we connect with you, but you fell in the other areas, bro. Like you're not healthy, so you can't even play. You're not winning because you're not playing. So what are we talking about here? You feel me? So nobody has all the stuff put together. And I think it's one or two things I'm probably missing from my equation. I have to think about it, but like those are the most important things I could think of right now that I remember right now of what makes the best player. Not necessarily the best player in the league, but like the face of the league. It's different between the best player in the game and the face of the game. For it was an argument for a while with Tim Duncan and Kobe, the best guy in the late game, but Tim Duncan's not marketable. Nobody cares about the bank shot. Nobody cares about the quiet guy who just puts up 30 and 12 in his sleep and don't say nothing. Like that's not a face of the league. Like that's it's cool, but
yeah.
Basketball guys like it, but to the average fan, it's like I don't want to watch that. Like the Spurs,
not very excited. Yeah,
you're missing that, so it's not marketable. So Kobe had that. He's gonna talk trash. He's gonna, Mamba mentality, Black Mamba. He's gonna give you the dunks, gonna give you the highlights, he's gonna give you all this stuff. He's gonna yell and scream, get the fans involved. Then he's in LA, so it's like so many stuff that went for him to make him the face of the league, whether you like it or not. So nobody else has that right now, man. I think that each guy has at least one strike against them from that little criteria that I made up of what makes the face of the league. So you could argue Giannis could be the best player in the game, but can he be the face of the league? That's another conversation. Like if LeBron was down the game right now, you could argue Steph Curry would be the face of the league. I think he probably would be. He fits the criteria of all that. A winner, he's marketable. People love him and like him on and off the court. Like it's easy for him. Like I think he would be the face of the league one for LeBron, but it's just tough to say that for anybody else in the next generation because they're missing certain holes in their resume to qualify for that position. But I don't know, man. I think one guy that we can't have that discussion is Ja. But like I said earlier, he fits the AI mode, and so
yeah, we
yeah.
Can't really face of the league ain't really what we looking
for. Once again, you can be the best player in the game. That's not what's one conversation. Face of the league is we ain't trying to not you, sir. You can win the MVPs, you can have a couple rings. But face of the league, no. Same thing for KD. KD winner. Artist, we love him. But we don't love the person. People don't like the person anymore. KD's become more of a hater figure than like a respected figure in basketball. So I love Ja, but face of the league, my guy.
It's funny though because I didn't play with some Ja's like obviously not the talent that Ja has, but like I've had teams that I've been on where like I might necessarily have not been the best player, but I am definitely like the most personable is the word we'll use. And so, I have the personality, like I'm a people person. Like I like to talk, like to laugh, like to joke, I'm good with stuff like that. So like I've always been the guy that my coaches be like, hey Nelson, this event is going on. I want you to go. So you can represent the basketball team, or hey, you and so, I want y'all to come to dinner with these guys. They are boosters, this and this and this, whatever. I've been that guy for a while now because it's like, man, you want a guy who you can trust to represent your program, represent, what y'all stand for and give y'all a good look, And so when you're talking about the entire NBA and the face of the league, you might not want to use Ja Morant. Just be real. You might not want to use Ja Morant. They knew they didn't want to use AI. They knew that. I'm sure there was a meeting somewhere. It was like Allen Iverson, like on the come up, like he like the best players. Should we talk about having them and do some things? They probably looked at him and was like, nah. They probably didn't even talk to him. Just looked at a picture and was like, nah. We're not gonna use Allen. What they calling him, Allen? We're not gonna use Allen. So it's just one of them things, man. He just not the guy. Not saying that's not saying nothing about Ja as a person. Like Ja is a cool dude from what I can tell. Like everything I see, good dude, cool dude, real, and that's good. That's great. But when you talking about the face of the league, it's just he might not be the guy you want to use in that scenario. He fit that AI mode, like you said, like good for the culture. Let's say that he good for the culture.
Yeah.
The culture of basketball, he good for it. Great. But talking about the face of the league, that's a different thing. So you might want to go with somebody else. So
yeah, so we're not trying to belittle Ja. Like I
hope not at
people
all.
don't. Like we're here, we understand. I feel like there's a certain people listening, they understand. But for the people who might be a little lost, for any parents, if you have especially have multiple kids, if you're a teacher, you got a classroom, right? If you're working, you have different coworkers. There are certain coworkers who, if you had to have an interview, you're going to interview 1, 2, 3, and 4, easy, because they're social, they know how to talk, all this stuff. The rest of y'all, you're a great worker, but yeah, you're not like me. I'm a good worker, but I'm not. I don't want to be in front of cameras. I'm like the Tim Duncan, bro. I just want to hoop and go home. Like I will talk and interview stuff, but like I'd rather not. You know what I mean? Like just let me hoop and go home. I'm like Kyrie. I'm here for basketball, bro. Marshawn Lynch. I'm here so I don't get fined. Like, can I do it? Yeah, I could be good in doing it, but do I want to? Not really. Then you got some people who are just like, no, you're not allowed to touch the microphone. I don't care if it's off. Don't touch the microphone. No, nowhere near it. No.
I don't care if it's off.
I don't care if it's unplugged, the battery's off, it's dead. I don't care if it's broke. You ain't touching nothing over there. Like, stop it. You got some of them people, right?
Right.
Then you have some who are within the business, they're great, but you don't want that image to be portrayed outside of what you have going on, because it might be a little misunderstood of what this whole entity represents. So for my parents, certain kids, they're not bad, but they're a little misunderstood outside looking in. For my teachers, outside looking in, the classroom look crazy if you had kid number Z over here represent the whole, classroom. If you're at a job, for students that's in classrooms, like a couple kids over here, they're good and they're great. Some kids, they're okay, but they just missing that one little thing that should, put them in the next category. Some kids that should definitely know. And so Ja fits that middle group. It's something that he's missing that doesn't quite fit that next little category of guys or people represent the whole thing. So love Ja, like I just said before earlier in the episode. Probably my favorite player in the game right now of young guys. But certain thing to be representative, it's a little too. He doesn't have that PC-ness to him. He's gonna tell you what it is, how it is, how it feels. He doesn't have the clean up. If something happened right now with America, right? There's a certain political correctness that you have to do to clean up situations. John's not the guy who's gonna send up to clean up a situation. He can be like, "Hey man, forget all y'all messed up. All right, like hold on, bro. No, bro, you know it. I almost say what needs to be said. Y'all scared. So he messed up. Where my money at, bro? Like, hold on, that's not. I don't care. I don't care, bro. You messed up my trophy. You messed this up. What's up? And like, hold on, bro. Like, it's true, ain't it? I mean, yeah, it's true. All right. So in the discussion, that's what Ja is. He's just gonna tell you what it is, how it is, when it to be said.
Man, that ain't don't do it.
Not every time, man. So that's who Ja is. That's why he's not face of league material. Not saying that he can't be a great player, but I don't think he has the fluff and the fakeness and the filter to be appealing to the whole audience and demographic of NBA fans. So that's what we're saying. Ja can't be in the face of the league. So I'd have to clear that. I know we're here, but for the population, the percentage was a little lost, so I had to clear that up. So, but yeah, man. So if you had to pick, man, you have to pick who could be, like, if you had to pick one guy, you going with Giannis?
I think I am going with Giannis. If I got to pick one guy, he's played most, been the healthiest, and been the most successful. So I think I got to go with him.
I got two sleepers that I feel like one definitely has potential to be there. and one is very questionable because he's missing the winning part and he's younger. So Jason Tatum, I'm not being biased by saying this. He fits the criteria of what I said before.
No, you good.
Jason Tatum, he's been winning. He has certain personableness to him. He's marketable. He has the whole, between him being a dad and Deuce and a good looking guy, like, he has stuff in his favor to where he could be that next play. He just doesn't have as big of a push behind him. I think that's kind of holding him back. And he's in Boston too, so that kind of hurts. But this next guy, I think trumps Zion in the category of likability. I'm talking about everybody that we named. Luka too. Anthony Edwards. If you don't like Ant-Man, something's wrong with you, bro. That man is hilarious. And he I love that dude, bro. I love him.
Man, he's so funny to be like, and I think we like because he's so southern. He from Georgia. I think he like from Atlanta, but he's so Georgia, like he's so south. And that just make it even funny. It's like, man, this dude don't care where he at. He gonna be Georgia.
Yeah,
real Georgia.
I love it.
But man, I remember I watched Ant-Man. Ant-Man played a YouTuber that I watch a lot. He played him in Madden. And, he talking all type of trash this man beforehand. The YouTuber get the spanking and out the gate. They played the first game, beat him. He's like, I knew I should have used Aaron Rodgers. He said, man, don't worry about it, bro. I'm getting Aaron Rodgers next game. Aaron Rodgers got whooped again. So he started getting whooped. Ant quit the game. He said, all right, bro, that's it, bro. Dude said, what, man? He said, that's it, bro. He said, oh, you got to go? I said, yeah. Said, all right, man. I'll see you later. He said, yeah, man. All right. He got off the stuff. He left. I said, dang. He was sick. But I said, boy, this man just like any dude I know.
Yep.
He's just like every dude around the block, but he ain't no different, boy. That made me laugh. He made me laugh so hard. He just left. He's like, all right, bro. I got you. Click, go. Yeah. So he got that likability to him, but he in Minnesota, so they kind of hurt him. But they just got Rudy Gobert, and they got a little squad going for him right now. So we'll see what they do with it. So if they get a little more successful, you might be on to something.
I think if I had to pick somebody, he's my sleeper pick of everybody. I think it's him and Jason Tatum. I kind of go back and forth because Jason Tatum got everything but that personality. But Zion, I mean not Zion, but Ant has the personality just on steroids. I think he trumps everybody in that category, bro. Like you just can't help but not like. I feel like if this man was not playing basketball, he would still find some way to be popular because his personality is just like it's there. You can't help but not like him. Like if he retired right now, he would still be beloved by so many people because he's just that type of guy. Like he has a Charles Barkley likeness to him to where you just like him for a little bit. He's not as controversial as Chuck, but like you love Chuck. Like there's certain lovability to Chuck, you know what I mean? And he has that a little bit to him. But so Ant-Man has that, and I just feel like if he can start winning, and the more the general fan, the average fan start knowing who he is, and he can pull that together. I feel like he's my dark horse pick, So I gotta throw him in the ring, man. So him and Tatum, it's like Ant-Man number one. I don't know. It's 1 and 1A for me, man, because I can go back and forth. Like I said, Ant-Man has a personality, but Tatum has everything but the last little personality push. So those are my dark horse picks, man. But Giannis is the easy, safe, obvious pick, So
yeah. Man, hey, I would be happy though if it was Ant. I can't lie. I'm glad you said that. I would be happy if it was Ant. Just because you're Georgia boy. I'm from Alabama. We from Alabama, but he's from the South. I feel like we relate. Yeah. That we basically cousins. You feel me?
Basically,
I don't know what I'm saying? We basically cousins. He's right from across the bridge. But yeah, I would be happy if it was Ant. But I think, like you said, Giannis is probably just a safe pick right now. But we'll see, man. You never know. Never know.
Yeah, I feel like I think it will be Ant-Man. I'm going on a record saying I think it will be Ant-Man. At some point, I think if he's not the face of the league, he's gonna be like almost not like an Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan second hand face of the league, but almost
like a LeBron, Steph Curry.
Yeah, it's like that. So say it's like say it is I can't say Ja. Let's say it is Zion, right? Because they're about the same age. They're around the same age. Zion might be 22, 23. Ant-Man's like 20, 21. So it's about the same age. Yeah. So I feel like if it is Zion being the face of the league, Ant-Man's like right there to being like, you got one little mess up, bro, and I'm switching on you. You feel me? So, I feel like that's where Ant-Man can be, and I feel like it could be. I honestly think we might get to a place where we might have. This might be weird, but like not have a face, but faces. So it might be like on the non-American side, you might have like a Luka. Then on the American side, you have let's go with Ja since he's a guard. So you might have like a dual face of lead type of thing. You know what I mean? Like we love and like we don't like Luka. Luka's very likable. We love him, but he's able to branch out to that other side because the NBA is a global brand now. Like you can't tie us down to just America. We've been past that since the 90s. So I feel like we might get to a place where it's more of a dual or multiple face of the league type of thing where because we don't have one guy who just like it's him. So I feel like we might kind of have something like that to where it's multiple guys kind of sharing it in a weird way. And one guy might be a little more prominent than the other, but I feel like overall we might have like 2 or 3 guys who are just like the face or faces of the league. I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of like that now. You got Bron who the face, but then you still got your Steph Curry, your KD, your Giannis, guys that, the NBA going to still tell you every little thing that they do and, keep up with their, they still have a huge fan base, stuff like that. So you still have that, but you might be right as far as like an American side and like a foreign side. I feel like that it would be big for the league because, we won't know, but like Luka might be LeBron to people in Europe or, stuff like that. And same thing for Giannis. So, the game has changed, like we've been saying. So it might just be on that type of time in the future.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because it's such an odd time. Like we always knew, like we knew when Kobe was hooping, he was balling. We automatically knew, bro. At some point in time, this is LeBron's league. We knew it. Like before it was time, we knew. It's just a matter. It's not if, it's when. When Jordan was doing his thing, it's not if, when. We always knew. Bird and Magic knew when at that time ticking. Bird, what's up with it? Yeah, go ahead and pass down that Jordan boy. He got it. Everybody already knew. We knew the sand clock, the sand in that time clock we flipped over and that time was ticking. We knew the last grain hit. Here you go, Mike. Mike time flipped over. Here you go, Kobe. Kobe time flipped. Here you go, LeBron. LeBron holding that thing tight because we don't know right now.
There's a lot of sand in that hourglass. It's holding on, boy.
That boy is leaking grain by grain. We don't know what's going on, man. So I just feel like we in an odd spot, man. So I don't know if it's gonna be a longer delay because it's really a big if. It's not a win with anybody. If Ja can be a little bit more PC, if Zion can actually play, if Ant-Man starts winning, if Tatum has this, if Luka had, it's too many ifs. If Giannis stays at this level, it's too many ifs. So there's nobody that's guaranteed to be a win. This happens. So I don't know. We're in an interesting spot. Excuse me, as far as that goes, man. But anything else you want to say if we get to this last part, man? Probably the most interesting part of this conversation.
No, man, I think we said everything we kind of need to say. Just, times are changing and the young guys are coming, but we just don't know who the guy is yet. So it's coming, though. We'll see.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw my little hat in the ring saying Ant-Man might get that thing. So,
And I'm going to stay with Giannis. Stay with my boy.
That's my dark horse pick, man. So we'll see, man. But wish I had a hat. That's one over there. But I ain't gonna put it on. But it's time to put that GM hat back on, brother. There's one episode earlier. It's an old episode. We had a GM type of vibe of what we had going on. So we pulling the hat back on, man.
Mm.
So we're gonna do a 25 and under draft. 25 and under, not just under 25. So we're gonna draft 6 guys
Mm-hmm.
for our magical team of superstar young guys in the league, man. So um, you're picking your 5 guys, your different positions, and I give you a 6 man. That guy could be any position you want to, man. So um,
Mm.
you ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready.
All right. Who gets first pick? Who gets first pick?
It's the BeBall Jones podcast, so BeBall Jones get first pick, and I'll go next. I'm good with that.
All right.
I even got me a little pencil and paper to write down like who you get, who I get, just so I make sure I remember everything correctly.
I got you. I might put in my
So
little thing right. Oh man. All right. So the first overall pick with the BeBall Jones 25 and under draft. This is so tough. Man, this is tough. I'm trying not to be biased to guys I really like, and I think I might do it anyway because I don't care.
Ain't no wrong with that, brother.
Oh man, this is tough. The first, because it's like the first overall pick, man. You can't just like can't be
Can't
biased.
sell it.
I mean, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
But I don't feel like this is a bad pick at all, man. I'm kind of scared because the other guy I do want to pick. He's on my board for real, and it's certain stuff I don't like. But I'm gonna go Jason Tatum first overall pick, man. I'm gonna keep it in the family with the Celtics. So first overall pick, man. Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics, man. I'm going with him first overall pick. I'm taking Deuce too. He's it's a dual pack. I'm taking Deuce too.
Deuce pack. They come together.
Combo deal. So yeah, first pick, man. Going Jason.
All right, man. Solid first pick. I expected, I expected you to pick him out of everybody. I ain't gonna lie to you. One or two guys. I expected you to get number one, but since you took him, I went to the other guy I expected to go number one, and so with the second pick in the BeBall Jones 25 and under draft, gotta go with that man Luka Doncic, man. You know, like you gotta go Luka. You know, probably considered the best player 25 and under. But you know, I definitely understand JT. Ain't like JT no slouch. You know what I'm saying? I take JT 7 days out of the week and twice on Sundays. So, but give me Luka with my first pick in the draft, man.
That's really what my debate was, man. I was Luka don't play defense for me, man. That's my biggest thing. So I'm just like,
that's true.
Hey, that's my only hang up. I was like, should I wanted him as my point guard, but I was just like, it's just I ain't know, man. So that's what kind of my hang up was on him. Like, you can't just play matador defense and just giving up 30 balls in your face. But I had a backup plan just in case I did end up getting him, you know. But it's all good, you know. A good GM has multiple plans. You feel me? So
absolutely right.
So my second pick, third overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
It's really debatable here. I'm gonna say him for my third pick. All right, so I'll have a debate between these two guys. All right, I think my other guys are safe. I'm gonna go D-Book. I'm taking D-Book off the board.
D-Book, hey, solid pick, not bad.
I'm taking D-Book. I got a solid wing play. Got two flamethrowers. You know, I get a 30 piece from Book, a 30 piece from Tatum, and they sleep, so they can lock up and play D when they want to. You know, so solid wing performance right now. So who you got for your second pick, man?
My second pick and the fourth overall pick, I am gonna go with Ant-Man. I'm gonna take Ant-Man. I want him to be my 2 guard with Luka. I think that's somebody who can run with Luka, get a bucket, They could trade, they could go back and forth being the guys to get off, And I think Ant will be okay, let Luka take over for a while and handle the ball. But I also think I can trust Ant to if Luka kick out, he can knock down this tray ball. And I also think I can trust Luka to let Ant have time to, ISO ball. Let Ant have this one. He got it going. Let's get a ball to Ant. Kind of like Jalen Brunson, but times 10.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Ant-Man for my next pick, man. So it's back to you. So you sitting with JT and D-Book. And now who you want next?
I was a little nervous, but I feel very confident now because this is a guy who I would have got killed for taking first. But if one thing I kind of want to get into with this topic is if you had to build a team around a certain player, who would you pick, right? And this guy was probably be my number one pick for that, just for that conversation. And I'm taking him third overall, and Bam Adebayo.
You would build a team around Bam?
The reason why I would say Bam is because the way the league is going, you have to switch everything. So defensively, he's locking 1 through 5 up. He arguably could have been defensive player of the year conversation last year.
For sure.
He probably is the guy behind the Heat's defense, and the Heat arguably has the best defense. So the best guy on arguably the best defensive team, Marcus Smart was the guy for the Celtics. I feel like Bam is that guy for the Heat. So defensively, he fits his time. I think he's like 6'10" or somewhere around the height, maybe 6'9". And offensively, right now, he's kind of a Draymond type of guy, but he can develop and grow to be a better option offensively. So he doesn't mind, not scoring and being like the main focal point, which is great because Tatum and Book being my guys. You just, clean up on aisle 3 when they get done, so.
Clean up on aisle 3.
If they miss, he's there for rebounds. So he's a little bit of a do-it-all guy. He's like a Draymond. He's an elevated Draymond is what I'll say. He's a step up from Draymond. So that's why I'll take Bam. He's a guy who I would build a team around because what you need assists. Okay, boom. Bam can give you that. You need points, he can give you that. Rebounding, defense, whatever. He can give you that. So he might not be the sexy pick as far as the first overall pick, but to build a team around somebody, that's who I give my trust into. So that's why I picked Bam. It would have been killed if he was my first overall pick, but that's my big man. So I'm going with Bam as my third pick.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. But Bam definitely a solid pick. I actually was hoping to take Bam later on in the draft. That's my big, but it's okay. I got backup bigs.
I know who you picking for your big. I know who you picking. It's two options I know you picking. I know you picking one of those two. If you don't, I'll be super surprised.
You probably do though, right? It's all right though. But so my next pick, my third pick, 6th overall, I am gonna go with hopefully healthy Zion Williamson.
I knew you was picking him at some point.
I'm going Zion. Zion plays the way I like to play. I'm really thinking of the team as if I'm running the team, I'm coaching it. Cause I'm giving me some athletes. We gonna run. Luka and Zion. One of y'all get the board, push it. We run it. We trying to get a bucket every time we get the ball. We run it. We pushing it down their throat. We trying to get straight to the rim, or we trying to get in the lane, kick out. Guys fill in the lane. We good. Let's do it. I'm trying to play fast-paced basketball. And I also think Zion to help Luka out a little bit. Luka get blown by Zion back there. He has led it. He gonna help you get some stops. I feel like Zion, if he can stay healthy and possibly lose a little bit of weight, I feel like Zion could be a great defender if he put his mind to it. But we haven't seen enough of Zion to really know. But with all things, included and with everything we do know, I still think he'd be solid on defense. So give me Zion Williamson with my third pick.
Yeah, he was definitely on my board, man. He could have arguably been a top 3 pick, a top 2 pick, but he's such a huge question mark, bro. It's like, yeah, you draft him, but is he gonna be there? Is he gonna play? So,
Facts.
and then we don't fully know what his ceiling is gonna be. You know what I mean? He might end up just being like an energy type guy where he's almost like a Kenneth Farid almost, if you remember him. Where he's just the energy type of guy. He's just there for like almost like a bigger Nate Robinson, where he's just there for energy. He's going to give you a full out sprints and run the floor and whatever. And he might be like a Lamar Odom type of guy where he can't be your best player night in, night out, but in a 7-game series, he might be the best player in 2 of those games, or he might not be necessarily the best player, but he gives you a really solid game to amplify what Kobe did. So yeah, like you said when you were a teammate before, like, man, you went off for 50, but I had the 10 blocks. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I feel like Zion could be the type of guy to where Brandon Ingram is the guy. He had a great game, but Zion could have easily just been player of the game too. I mean, he might be that type of guy. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. He's a big question mark. So he was definitely on my board, but yeah, he's more of a question mark for me. So I don't know, man. But solid pickup though. I like Zion. Solid pickup. But my fourth pick. All right. He's on my board for sure. This was my plan for if I pick Luka, right? So he's my kind of I don't know how he would have worked out together with Luka, but I feel like it would have worked. And this guy's killed right now. He's not the most popular guy, but he can play. I don't care. Give me Ben Simmons. My fourth pick.
Ben Simmons. Hey, he was definitely on my board.
I'm taking Big Ben off the board, man. That's my guy. So I don't know who's gonna score against us between Bam and Ben Simmons. But y'all have fun trying to figure that out, because Ben Simmons locking up anything 1 through 5. Any guard try to come through, we locking it up because he's 6'10". And if you want to switch that pick and roll, you can. You're just gonna have Bam next on you. So got to get it how you live on his defense. So you got 2 perennial all defensive team type of guys and 2 guys who believe they're defensive player of the year type of guys. So that's I like that little 1-2 punch on defense, man. So my fourth pick is Ben Simmons.
I like that. That's definitely a solid pick for your team. Just looking at them, you got a good mix of offense and defense, and so I think that's good. That's going to be great. But you lacking the spacing as of right now. I will say that JT and D Book playing with Bam and Ben. That's something, but it ain't everything, But it's definitely a good mix of offense and defense, though.
Yeah.
All right, so with my next pick. Oh, now next pick gotta go with my boy. I think you probably know who I'm finna get, but I gotta go with my boy, Jared Jackson Jr.
I knew it.
gotta go Jared Jackson Jr., man. I love him, man. He's my guy. He my kind of guy, man. He gonna give you what you need, and his shooting is developing. So I'm glad for that too. So he can still create some spacing, especially because Zion's not a great shooter. And then he's still young, athletic, can run, and he gonna play some defense. He gonna block shots. Average almost 2 blocks a game and still average 16 points. You know what I'm saying? So good, solid guy. You got kind of guy you win with. I feel like so. No, I had to pick my boy, man. Give me Triple J, man. Jared Jackson Jr.
Yeah, I knew at some point he's either gonna be your starting 5 big, or you're gonna pick him as your 6 man. So I'm just like, I'm waiting on when he's gonna get picked. Once I took Bam off, I knew he was either gonna be him and Bam, or once I took Bam, you're gonna have him. So I'm just like, some way he's getting picked. That's your boy. So that's a good pickup though. I feel like he fits. And then like, reason I like him so much because he can do a little bit of everything, but he's like 7 foot 7'1". Like that's the tough part, bro. Like usually guys like him is like a Bam who's like 6'9", 6'10", maybe 6'8". Now he's all that in 7 foot. So that's a good pickup, bro. All right, let me figure this out, man. Cause so far my draft is going it's going according to plan. I knew Luke was probably going to get picked off. That's why I thought about taking him first, but it's all good. You're right. I do need some spacing. Luckily, Bam can play a little bit outside, so I'm not overly concerned with that, man. But oh man, I like this guy, but he got a little. I'm questioning would he fit well on this team with the ego.
That's an excellent point.
Because you got to think about it, bro. Like this is a bounce between Jason Tatum and D Book's team. Like obviously, like this is those two guys getting the ball, like hands down. Like first option, second option, boom. Ben Simmons, he good. Bam, he's good. They gonna get in what they fit in. Ben Simmons, like here, bro. We all know Ben Simmons is pass first. I'm not trying to trash him because he's on my team, but we all know Ben Simmons is pass first.
We know that for sure.
We know that. Last time we saw him on the floor, he was definitely pass first.
Pass everything. Pass first, second, third. That's all the option.
You remember that? There's this picture. You used to have this little meme going back where it was PlayStation controllers. Xbox here once in a while too. Mainly PlayStation controllers with like different players' controllers. So Kobe's every button would shoot. Every single button would shoot.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it had one was like it kind of made me mad, but D Rose was like get hurt, and I was like, bro, come on. Like,
that's messed up, though.
Come on, man. That's one of my guys too, so that hurt me a little bit here. Like, come on, man. But we all know Ben Simmons is pass. Like that's
all X buttons.
Straight X. So my team right now is mentioned very well. We do have a little spacing issue which I'm trying to address. I'm not gonna mention on air who I wanted to pick because I don't want to trash him. Either actually, I ain't gonna mention him because I don't want to trash him. That's not what I'm about.
Right.
So I'm debating between these two guys. You know what? I'm gonna go a little off the board here, man. Not off the board, but a little bit off of what people probably think. I'm gonna go Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole for the first 5?
I need some spacing, bro. I know it's a little bit of a ugly pick. I don't say it's not a sexy pick for the first 5. And it's other guys on the board I could have had, but like I need some guaranteed shoot. I need some off the ball play. So I'm gonna take Jordan Poole, man. He killed my height a little bit because I was like D Book's about 6'5", so I like 6'5" and up with everybody. So I love my tall team, but Jordan Poole's like 6'3", 6'4". So I need some space, I need some shooting. So I'm going pool party.
Pool party, love pool parties. But nah, hey, I ain't mad at that. You picked them for the right reason. I'm not mad at all. But
so who you got, man?
For my last starter, I had to put some thought into this one because who could be the best fit for these guys that I got. And I debated on if I was gonna make Jared Jackson Jr. be the 4 and pick another big, or if I was just gonna go with another wing player and let him kind of hold down the paint since I still got Zion. And so the conclusion I came down to was I'm gonna pick another wing, but I'm gonna pick a tall wing. So my last starter, I'm gonna go with Brandon Ingram. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bi. I'm gonna let him play the 3. Yeah, so I got Luka for my 1, my Ant-Man for my 2, Bi for my 3, Zion and JJJ at 4-5. And so I feel like that's long, that's athletic, that's how I want to play. That's how we run it. We long, athletic, we can run, and I feel like everybody in there can kind of shoot, with the exception of Zion. Zion probably my worst shooter, and I'm good with that. But like everybody in there can get a bucket, can get to the paint, can run the flow, can dribble a little bit, handle it a little bit. I think we good. I think that we got a good little mix. So give me Bi for that last one.
I like that pickup, bro. Yeah, I like that. That's a real solid pickup because I think Bi slept on for sure. honestly, he would have been on my board if maybe if I didn't get Tatum a book, he probably would have been like my next level of guys I would have definitely shot at. So
Mm.
I like Bi, man. He's super long, like you said. I don't know how tall he is, but he's long. That's all that matters, bro. He's like
You
I think
definitely
he's
right.
about 6'6", maybe 6'7", but his wingspan might be like 11 foot 2 inches, something like that, bro. But that man's
No,
long.
he's 11 foot.
So yeah,
He's
man.
6'7".
Yeah, I thought so. He about 6'7". So 6'7". I think he probably has close to a 7'2" wingspan. Like seriously, he might have like a 7'2" wingspan. Like
7'3".
I was
It's
close.
7'3".
I,
Yeah.
man, long.
That's crazy because I'm 6'7" and I got long arms, or considered to have long arms. So me and him the same height. My wingspan is 6'11", and his wingspan is 7'3". So imagine me, and like you can't see my full arm length in the camera, but imagine me with 5 more inches of arms. Like 5 inches. That's like crazy length. So
Yeah.
that's insane. But yeah, he definitely. I feel like he also can help on D. You got another long athletic wing. He can go so he can guard. I feel like we can switch and we can help Luka out because Luka and Ant-Man aren't really great defenders. You know that ain't
Yeah.
lost on nobody. But then you got Zion, Triple J and Bi, who all strong, fast, athletic, long. We getting the job done on the back end, so I feel like we good.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like on my end, we locking everybody up. Like Jordan
Y'all do
Poole is
got
probably
defense.
my weakest defender, and he's not like a bad defender. You feel me? So he just if you're going to target somebody, definitely going to be Poole. Like that's kind of what my team is led to. But Ben Simmons at the one, you're running 6'10", like he's getting everybody involved. D-Book and Tatum at the 2-3. Actually, my bad, I take that back. Poole at the 2, and you got Book and Tatum at the 3-4. So we kind of a small team, but Ben Simmons makes up for that being my 1. You know what I mean? So we can switch pretty much everything. Kind of similar to what the Celtics did. We switched everything when Marcus Smart went off and Payton Pritchard and anybody else come on. We just switched everything besides the 1. So that's what I could do with this team. Defense, we switching everything 2 through 5. You can get a 40 ball from Tatum, a 40 ball from Book. Bam, give you a solid game. Then Pool Party starts splashing on everybody. It's a wrap, man. So
that's your X factor.
Yeah, like it's crazy, bro. Like offensively, you can have Jason Tatum. They think about it, bro. Jason Tatum going off for 30 balls. Crazy. Devin Booker right there going off too. That's almost similar to like Clay and Steph right now. Like either one of them go off. That's why Jordan Poole's such a great fit because it's like, oh, both y'all going off. Let me come off the bench. Let me get hot too, and it's a wrap. So
it's literally that's almost literally like what he be saying. Like, all right, let me get in here and get into action.
Yeah, so he fits my team very well. He's just the odd fit because it's like the 5th pick, really? That's why it's kind of weird, but he fits when you look at my overall roster. So
yeah, I really expected you to probably go him 6-man or him to be one of our 6 men. I really expected him to go right there. But you picked him 5th. That's like you said, it's a little weird looking, but it fit, like you said, fit the team. So got to go for fit and not names all the time. So
yeah. So my actual team, like if we actually put a roll out a team, it'll probably be like a mix between. We ain't finished it. We still got one more pick, but when you see my last pick of what I'll do, it makes a lot more sense to where it's like I can interchange more stuff, man. So let's go ahead and get that before I, get too deep in that. So
yeah, go ahead. 6-man.
6-man for my team. I'm debating on. I wanted to pick a point guard, but I'm very undersized here because Ben Simmons from my point, and if he goes out, I feel good with Poole, Booker, Tatum, running my point. Even Bam kind of running my point, So going big here just to back up for Bam, and I'm debating between 2 guys, and one of them I thought you were going to take. So I think I'm gonna go DeAndre Ayton. I'm gonna go DeAndre, man.
DeAndre Ayton. I ain't mad at that.
I'm gonna take Ayton, man. He's a solid guy. I finally got somebody over 7 foot on my team, but he fits my team, bro. Like defensively, he's great. He's locking it up, man. He did a great job against who they played in the playoffs last year. I forgot who it was.
This past season?
Yeah. Who did the Suns play?
They played the Pelicans out the gate and they beat them. And then they played. Ain't talking about. Ain't talking about that. Ain't nobody worried about the Pelicans.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but my point was, he did a great job defending against people. No, my bad. Excuse me. I'm thinking about the finals matchup he had against y'all. That's what I'm thinking about.
The Bucks, yeah.
It was a fit series last year, but I might be blending years now. But he did a great job against Greek Freak. And so the fact that he can defend a couple threes, maybe, but really the 4 or 5, he can lock that down. You know, so defense-wise, he fits my team perfectly. So now looking at my full 6, now you see why Pool Party fits, because I can go small ball and throw Pool in at the end there, or I take Pool out, throw Aiden in. So now I have Aiden, Bam, Book and Tatum at the wings, and then Ben Simmons at the 1. So, you know, it's more of an interchangeable freelancing type thing. If we're playing a bigger team, okay, Aiden, go in, do your thing. If we're playing a smaller team, want to run a little bit more, okay, Pool, go in. Now we can run the floor. So, you know, that's kind of what I was really looking for with my guys, man. So that's a really good team for me. And we don't have the greatest spacing, you know, but we can spread the floor. You know, it's not like we just struggling for points. We can have, you know, Ben Simmons pushing. He gonna have Pool Party on one wing. You gonna have Book on the other wing. Which shooter gonna get the ball? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of looking with my team, and I feel like this is a championship winning team, and you know, this is a solid pick, man. So, your comments and who's your 6th pick?
Yeah, I'm not mad at Aiden. I have expected you to go Aiden for your starting 5 bid, but in my mind I thought I might have Bam also. I was thinking about Bam heavy at least. So, but you know, it doesn't surprise me that you took him. But he definitely can help. You know, definitely a solid 6 man to have. Ain't nobody mad about DeAndre Ayton being a 6 man at all. So, but what turned me off to Aiden, I feel like Aiden plays too soft sometimes. You know, that's just me personally. But you know, sometimes he can be a little soft, in my opinion. So I wasn't planning on taking him. So, but so it ain't hurt me. But I ain't mad at it for you. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you know, I think I'm gonna go in the opposite direction that you went. You win another big to help out your big. I think I'm going in the opposite direction. I am going to take somebody that's almost, you know, somebody gonna be upset that we ain't take him first, you know, start 5. But you know, that could be said for a couple guys. But for my 6 man, I'm gonna go Trae Young. I'm gonna go Ice Trae the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Ice Trae.
That's a great pickup. Yeah.
I appreciate it. I was debating between him and Ja because I didn't expect Ja to be here. I thought you was gonna take Ja, but then you end up taking Ben to, you know, you went defense, so I understand that too. But I kind of have expected you to have Ja. So with them two still on the board this late in the game, I was debating between them two to, you know, who I wanted to be my 6 man. So I thought about it. I said, okay, Ja might fit my style of, you know, pushing the ball, fast-paced, athletic gameplay. I think, you know, he does fit that. But I think with Trae, give me opportunity to my only gripe with Luka is I feel like sometimes Luka can be too ball dominant. And, you know, kind of similar to LeBron. You know how LeBron can have guys turn into corner sitters, you know. Like, all right, watch out, let LeBron drive this. You know, he gonna get by the first man. They gonna, you know, suck the defense in. They gonna kick out till you be ready, type stuff. Sometimes Luka can have a little bit of that, but I feel like, you know, it could be too much at times, and he don't really defer enough, in my opinion. But you know, at the same time, he's never played with a Kyrie Irving level player, you know, or somebody like that, like Bron has, or Dwayne Wade, or whatever. So, you know, we'll see. But that's my thing with Luka. So I feel like if Luka ever get that way, or if Ant-Man not on, don't trade him now. Let Trey run the one. Trey, a good facilitator, great facilitator. Then almost led the league in assists. I don't think he ever actually led it, but he's been top 5 in assists like the last couple of years. And so I'm with that. Another great shooter. He ain't got to play no defense. We got the guys in there for defense. So none of my guards are great defenders, but they all can get a bucket, and I'm with that. So that's what I'm going with, man. So Trae Young, Ice Trae, 6th man of the year. We start the campaign.
Brother, we got like the most. We're gonna get hated on for this because
we are definitely gonna get hated.
First off, let me just rattle off why we're gonna hate on. First off, Trae Young is somebody's 6th man. That's number 1. You're gonna get hated on.
That's insane.
Ja Morant did not get picked up. That's number 2.
Yeah.
Looking at the list of guys who I thought we were gonna probably draft, LaMelo Ball did not get drafted. He was on my board, but I got to see a little bit more from him. Like I don't trust him enough right now to be like, do I know for sure he's gonna like? What is his thing? Like, is he more of a shoot first? I know he is kind of a pass first type of guy, but like, what is your defense gonna be like? Do you have the engine to really keep going? I don't know enough of him right now to really like take him over. Guy, talent wise, superstar, he's there, but he's not enough. You feel me? So like him. I almost love him, but not enough to pick him over the guys I know I can get. So might get a little hate.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. So Donovan Mitchell, he might get a little. He might get a little. You know. So
I debated on between. So my thing was I was debating on between Luka. Like I didn't know if I was gonna get Luka or not, and I thought if you got Luka first, I was probably then gonna go Ja Trae Young. That was my original thought. But then when you left me Luka, I was like, well, I gotta take him. So I took Luka.
Yeah.
So then after taking Luka, I debated on Ant-Man and Donovan Mitchell. And so then I was like, me personally, I think he could go either way. Donovan Mitchell probably the better player right now, but it could go, like I said, it can go either way. So I went Ant-Man just because, I feel like Ant probably fit better with Luka. Donovan kind of need the ball in his hands a lot. Ant need the ball too, but I feel like not as much as Luka. I mean, as Donovan, he could be the guy waiting on that kick out for the tray ball. And so then went ahead to Ant, and then the rest of my guys was wings. So I didn't, I ain't had no need for Donovan. So then my 6th man, I could have went Donovan Mitchell at that point or somebody like that, but I was like, nah, I got to go between Ja Morant and Trae Young at this point. That was my thought process. They the 2 best players left. So I'm going between one of them. So I just chose Trae.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Like for me personally, like I told you, I was really debating for my first overall pick between Luka and Tatum because I didn't know who was going to pick first. So I was like, okay, if we were picking, I know he'll probably pick Luka first. So my backup would be Tatum. But I went ahead and went homebody, and I was going to build out, like I said, I had a contingent plan just in case Luka was going either way. But Luka was on my board for sure. If for whatever reason a miracle happened and you left me Luka, I was second pick. Like, that's just. Like,
second pick. What are we talking about?
Like, I have probably the 2 most talented guys on my team. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just kind of like what are we doing here? So I'll figure the rest out after that. Like, so that's kind of my thought process. And then like honestly, like I got my whole 5 I wanted besides Luka. Like, that's the guys I really wanted. But my team probably fits better without Luka because, like you said, Luka can be ball dominant, and none of my guys are like they are ball dominant guys. They need the ball in their hands, but they know how to play off the ball too. And so there's not gonna be any ego, not gonna be any like, man, I ain't get my touch, man. Who cares, bro? Like that Devin Booker's going stupid right now. Like, go eat. Nobody's gonna be like ego tripping. So everybody be cheering them on. So that's kind of I'm looking at too. In defense, we locking everything up. Offense, any guy that can get on with the ball, he can get off without the ball or off ball too. So that's what I'm kind of looking at with my team, man. So we fit very well. We can run the floor defense. It's nothing that we're lacking on my team. So that's why I feel good in my team. And I wanted Trae. I was really debating between Trae and Poole right there. But that would have been a tough pick because it's like Trae Young, Devin Booker, and Jason Tatum. Like, that's a little too much right there. So, I need more fit. I need more fit than just name. Like, it was sexy to be like, ooh, I got all 3 of them in my lineup. That looks good. then you throw him on the floor. We might be thinking too deep about this, but whatever. But put him
No,
on the
I'm with
floor,
it.
it's like put him on the floor. Poole will fit better. So that's kind of how I was going with that, man. I had somebody else I thought about picking instead of Poole, but I'm not trying to bash him right now. So I'll tell you off air. But another guy that I really wanted was Jaylen Brown. That would have been a smooth
I thought
pick.
about him too. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I thought about him with my pick with Ant-Man too, but I was like, nah, let's go young. Let's go Ant. Let's go Ant. I feel like he good
Yeah.
with that.
So yeah,
So,
man. And then another
so
guy who I thought you were gonna pick was Jared Allen. For that reason, I was like, that might be up Nelson Allen. He might be a surprise 6-man or something if his team fold out that way. So I thought you would have picked Jared Allen as your final big. Like for whatever reason, I just thought that would have been somebody.
yeah, I thought about him too because I was thinking about him with like Jared Jackson Jr. Because I was
Mm-hmm.
like I said earlier, I was debating on should I get a big like should I get a 5-man to go with Jared and he'd be the 4, or should I go a little bit smaller and go athletes go bucket getters. So I chose to get bucket getters. I'm satisfied with that though. But I did think about Jared Allen also, like just to have another defender back there and a solid shot block. But I was like, nah, let Jared handle it. He good. He's great. He's good. He got it. So that's what I went with that.
Yeah, man. I feel pretty good about my team, man. I feel like it's a championship winning team, man. But we're gonna let the people decide on who has the better 5 or better 6, and who really took that team and just like, man, you won GM of the Year with this team, man. So
Yeah, we definitely got some
comment
people.
comment on who y'all think got the better team and who you guys feel like has dominated as far as GMing goes, and who's like, man, I was mad that you didn't pick Job, but I understand why neither of y'all picked Job, man. Or I understand why Trayon was picked as a 6-man because I didn't like it, but I understand where you come. You know what I mean? Just comment what you think below. So I feel like I got the better team. We locking everything up, man. But it's whatever.
So let me ask you. Okay, so just to get a rundown, you want Ben Simmons at the starting 1, or you want Ben Simmons to be like post, like 4-man type stuff, like how the Nets probably finna have.
I want him in a Draymond Green role.
Oh, like he facilitating, but he guarding the big type stuff.
Yeah, he's my point forward type of guy where when it comes to, like, offensively, he's going to be like my quote unquote point guard. You know what I mean? He's going to the offense is going to kind of flow through him. He's facilitating, getting everybody involved. I don't care if he score, cool. We ain't doing that passing open shot stuff. Like if you got the shot, shoot it. I don't care. Like,
right.
But you don't have to because we got a 30 ball in Booker, 30 ball in Tatum, and 30 ball in Poole. If you don't shoot, it's not the end of the world. Like kind of like we got right now. You got Kyrie, you got Steph Curry, you got KD, you got Joe Harris right here. Like, bro, like you're good. You got shooters all around you. So not the end of the world if you don't shoot, but facilitate. So he's kind of my one. Be ready. Then
D Book the 2, JT the 3, or Poole. Well, no, my bad. So we got D Book, Pool Party, or however you want to flip flop them. JT, Ben Simmons, Bam Adebayo, DeAndre Ayton coming off the bench. That's Team BeBall Jones. And
then, so technically, my starting 4 is really a starting 4. So like, no matter what, Ben Simmons, Book, Tatum, and Bam, that's my automatic 4. Poole and Aiden are kind of interchangeable. So if I want to go big, all right, Aiden starting at my 5, everybody shifts. So we're going downsizing. And then I want to run a gun. Okay, cool. Aiden comes out, Poole comes in, we're running, whatever. So it's kind of like Aiden and Poole are interchangeable 6-man a year. But for sure, starting 4. And then, like, if you got Triple J in and y'all running, and for whatever reason they matching up, okay, cool. Pool party, you go in, but you're gonna run with y'all too. You're gonna have to try to outscore us. That's a tough game. But like, forget it. Let's lock up now. We finna lock up for real. Pool come out, Aiden come in. We locking all that up, bro. So we got Ben Simmons, Bam, and Aiden. What?
So that's kind of backline defense.
It's tough, man. And then you got let's think about like a basic 2-3. You're gonna have Book and Tatum up top. They're not great defenders, but they can sit down when they really want to. You feel me? Like they sit down and lock up when they want to. So you got them up top. Ben Simmons can switch out however you want to do that. It don't really matter. Then you got Aiden and Bam. They can switch out however they want to right there. So defense-wise, you're locking all this stuff up. Offensively, we're very interchangeable. So that's kind of where I'm going with that, man. But yeah, that's my team, man. So break down your team.
All right. And so you got me, my team. You got Luka at my 1, Ant-Man at the 2. You got Zion and B.I. on the wings, Zion and Brandon Ingram. And then you got Triple J, Jared Jackson Jr. at the 5. And you got Trae Young, ironically, coming off the bench. So
that's crazy.
I know it's crazy to say, but it's just how it worked out. But I'm good with it. I'm good with my team. I like Luka handling my ball. I like Ant-Man and Brandon Ingram on my wings. Like they gonna be hard to stop. And then you got Zion, who's athletic force, Daniel unstoppable on that in that paint. Hard to stop him. Then you got Jared Jackson Jr., who can still space the floor out and shoot. Still play great defense. Can put him on the big. I feel like I can trust him on the wing a little bit too. I got guys I feel like can swap all 5 positions, minus Luka. Like I feel like Zion, Jared Jackson Jr. and B.I. can switch everything. Like we good. And then we got Zion and Jared can block shots. So I like our chances to guard. I like our chances to get stops, and I like our chances to get buckets. So I like us.
Yeah, man. I think we got 2 solid teams, man. And I feel like, one day somebody needs to call me and say, hey, we need your advice, B. What should we do here? Now I'm just showing them this episode and just tell them what they should do. And then you ain't gotta give me no recognition. I just want the money. Forget the recognition. Just give me a check like you would give a GM. I don't need the full season. Give me something give me like a monthly stipend of what a GM would get. Something like that, man. So just write me a check, and just send it over, and we're good. Yeah, man. This wraps up on my end of what this episode is. So broke down the guys that we personally got some love to. Sorry, Ja, that I ain't picking my draft, but you're still one of my favorite guys. And we talked about the face of the league. Guys we feel like should fit there, could fit there, and all the above. And finally wrapped it up with the draft, man, where had an interesting draft. Took a few little turns that neither of us thought we'd have had, and very interesting picks. And some people gonna kill us in the comments, but it's all good. But good episode, man. So that's it for me, man. As far as I know, anything else you want to add?
Nah, same, man. That's it for me. Just I like us. But we're gonna leave it up to the people to decide, though, man. So y'all be sure to hop in the comments, man. Let us know which team y'all think will win. Y'all think B's team will win. You think I'm gonna win? So y'all let us know, because we for sure want to know. So yeah, I'll make sure to do that. But that does it for another episode of the BeBall Jones podcast, man. We appreciate y'all for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe, and comment and let us know what y'all think. Let us know who some of your favorite young players and who y'all like to watch or that's coming up in the league now. Let us know who you think might be the new face of the league. That's always something we're trying to see now. Let us know who you think is going to be the face. But be sure to follow Brian on all social medias at BeBall Jones. That's BeBall Jones on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and on TikTok. So go check him out. And then follow me on Twitter at NellyH34 and Nelson.Haskin on IG. And you can find me at my name on Facebook. And that does it for us, man. Once again, we appreciate y'all for listening. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode, man. But without further ado, we out.